Hi there, I'm Arlene Battisil, and in this video explainer, I'm going to be walking you through the Facebook Ad Audit Checklist. And this checklist gives a detailed breakdown with a specific example of what makes for the most compelling and successful ads. Now, on the left-hand side of the column here, you'll notice that I've entitled this The Customer Journey, and everything you see in this column right here are the things that your customer is going to go through when they are reading your ad and looking at it. Right here, this is going to be the explanation of what's going on in this column, and here's the specific example that is associated with what's here in these two columns, and then right here we get into the section where we've got the actual ad itself. Now you notice here that we've got the picture that I used that drew your attention into this program here, and it's the picture with the lion wearing the wig, a ridiculous picture of course, and then a headline that says, "Having a bad hair day." Okay, so let's take this step by step. Now, on the customer journey, we're basically going to do the following. We need to identify the problem, and then we need to make them feel that the problem is even bigger than it started with. And then we need to address what is the customer's obvious aspiration in this situation, and what obstacle are they experiencing that's preventing them from getting what they want. And then we move them along in the journey to presenting them with the possibilities, and then offer them some hope and give them some sense of relief and what that relief might be for them. And ultimately, we want to meet their deepest aspiration. And the way we're going to do that is by offering them a solution. And we'll give them that solution, and then we'll offer them even more relief. And then we'll let them know when the problem will be solved, how they can get the solution, whether or not there's a special offer. And as part of the ad, we of course have to show something, which is the picture, and that's where we're going to depict the problem. And the headline that we use will be simply a statement of how they're feeling. So let me give this to you again in more detail on breaking this down. So this is what we're going to do in the ad. We have to state the problem that the customer is having, and this is a factual statement. We will then go on to state the problem that the customer is having, but this is about how they're feeling. And then we want to state what the customer is wishing for. We follow with what's standing in the way of the customer getting what they want. And then we introduce what getting what they want might look like. And then we state that they might actually be able to get what they want. And then we say how the customer might feel if they got what they wanted. And then we state what the customer really wants. And in this case, for this particular ad, it was to see the real you, and I'll get into that in a second. We're going to state what we have to offer that might help them get what they want, and we'll state how our solution is going to make them feel better than how they're feeling right now. We'll let them know when they can get it, and how they can get it, and whether or not we have a special offer related to helping them get what they want. And we're going to use a picture in our ad that exaggerates how they might be feeling about their current situation, and we'll use a headline that addresses directly how they feel right now. Now let me come over here to the ad itself. Now you'll see the picture, you'll see the headline, and this is another headline that Facebook offers us. So I've put a headline right on the picture, which is always a good thing to do, because you kind of get two ways of expressing what they're feeling. It's both on the picture as a caption, and then also in the area in the Facebook ad, in Facebook Ads Manager, where you're creating this ad, you're given an opportunity to introduce a headline right there. Now, if we go up to the top of the ad here, you'll see it looks like there's a lot of text here, and you might think to yourself, well, who's going to read all that text? Well, the reality is, if you have something compelling, like a picture like this and this kind of a headline, people are much more likely to want to read what this ad is about. And so they will actually read what is here in the description if it's compelling enough and tells a story that takes the customer on a journey that makes them feel that you understand the situation they're in right now, what they want, and how you're going to be able to deliver that for them. And so let's break this ad down, okay? So let me start by just reading it to you, and then we'll deconstruct it. Let's face it, every woman is facing the same thing right now. Stuck in the house, hair's a mess, still walking around in last night's pajamas, family losing their shit, kids won't get off screens, cooking 12 times a day, cleaning nonstop. It's endless, it's relentless, it feels like it's never going to end. All you want is 5 minutes to yourself. Well, actually, how about 5 hours? Since we all know that's not going to happen, how about having a little getaway of your own in the middle of all that chaos? You can escape to your bedroom, exhale all that stress, take a look at yourself in the mirror, and see the woman you know yourself to be. Sound like a dream? Well, what if that dream could come true for you? Right now, for the next 24 hours, we're making it possible for you to see the real you. Once a week, we'll send you a collection of your favorite items, hand-picked for you, so that you have something to look forward to and to be greeted with a wonderful surprise. Try them on, decide which ones you want to keep, and send the rest back. Simple as that. Sign up today for the Real You collection. It's the website address. Get 50% off your first purchase, no coupon necessary. See the real you today. And notice the headline down here is having a bad hair day, just like the lion. This person we're talking about is having a bad hair day. In fact, they're having many of them because they're stuck in the house with their kids and they don't know when the current situation is going to end. And then we say, is this the real you? And we're saying, are you having a bad hair day? And is this the real you? And then we've got another little headline here that says, give yourself the gift of seeing yourself for who you are. Now let's break it down, the customer journey. Problem gets bigger, obvious aspiration, obstacle, possibility, hope, relief. Deepest aspiration, solution, more relief. When the problem will be solved, how they can get the solution, and if there's a special offer. So state the problem that the customer is having. What's the factual statement here? Well, here it is. Let's face it, every woman is facing the same thing right now, stuck in the house, hair's a mess, still walking around in last night's pajamas, family losing their shit, kids won't get off screens, cooking 12 times a day, cleaning nonstop. That is a statement of fact. It is also giving voice to the reality of this woman's situation right now. That is her problem. Now, can we agitate her a little bit by stating that the problem's even bigger and it's even more real? And so what is the feeling associated with this problem that she's having? Well, the feeling is it's endless, it's relentless, and it feels like it's never going to end. So she's got actually two problems going on here. Here's the reality of her situation, and here's how she feels about it. And now we need to state what this customer wishes for. And so what we say is, all you want is 5 minutes to yourself. Well, actually, how about 5 hours? So we're basically saying out loud in this ad what this customer really truly wants. And we're just saying it. Oh, how much would she just love to have 5 minutes to herself? Well, maybe 5 hours, and that's just an absolute dream. And here's the obstacle. State what's standing in the way of the customer getting it. Well, it's the reality of the situation. And we say, well, since we all know that's not going to happen, because her getting 5 minutes to herself, let alone 5 hours, given the reality of her life, there's no way that she's going to be able to have this. So now you want to say what getting what they want might really look like having that 5 minutes to herself. So what if you were to say, how about having a little getaway of your own in the middle of all that chaos? So we've said she's stuck in her house, she has no time to herself, and what we're presenting as a possibility is, but what if she could have a little getaway in the middle of all of that chaos? And now we're going to say that she might be able to get what she wants. So we say, sound like a dream? Well, what if that dream could come true for you? And we state how the customer might feel if they got what they wanted. And here's what we're beginning to tell her, that there is a possibility that her life could be a little bit different right now, because that's really what she wants. You get to escape to your bedroom, exhale all that stress. And then the deepest aspiration is you state what she really wants, and that's to see the real her, because there's no sign of her anywhere in any of this right now in her life. And what she really wants is to take a look at herself in the mirror and to see the woman she knows herself to be. And the solution here is, what do we have to offer that might help her get what she wants? Well, the solution is, once a week, we're going to send her a collection of her favorite items. In this case, it's clothing, hand-picked for her. She can try them on, decide which ones she wants, and she gets to just keep them or send the rest back. Now, we're introducing some more relief. We're going to state how the solution is going to make her feel better. So we've got the solution and then more relief here. The solution is a very practical thing. It's factual. And the solution here with more relief, it has to do with how she's feeling. So here's the practical solution, which is once a week we're going to send her her favorite items, and how she's going to feel about it is that, so that you have something to look forward to and to be greeted with a wonderful surprise. Okay, now when is the problem going to be solved? She can solve that problem today if she signs up for the Real You collection. And how can she get it? Here's the website address. And any special offer? Get 50% off your first purchase, no coupon necessary. See the Real You today. And so, with this customer journey, we've given voice to her problem, and that we've talked about how does she feel about that problem. And we've talked about what she might want, but what is standing in the way? But what if she could get it? It's possible she could get it. And just imagine how you'll feel if you could get it. And what is it that deep down inside you really want? So we've given you the solution, and then we're talking about how you feel in response to that solution. And we've told you how quickly you can have this solution and how you can get it, and that there's a special going on that's going to enable you to have all of this, and you just have to act now today. That's the makings of a perfect Facebook ad that is going to generate sales for you.